And we're live. There we go. Welcome. I'm in Well, I should be. Thank you for having me, bro.
Of course, bro. Appreciate you popping out. Yes, sir.
We're in Utica.
Big U, UT. Yes, sir. You
TV
already
Mogul.
know.
Yeah, we're in your studio. This shit's dope.
My studio, yeah. Newly, made, modeled, all that. This is new, probably like a couple months now. I'm just kind of getting familiar, working my way around things, learning. It's always been a dream to have my own studio and do my own thing, and now we're making it happen.
All right, there we go. Wait, I just want to make sure we're working it because we're going.
Already know.
Yeah. There we go. All right,
sound
cool.
all right?
Yeah, and we're live on YouTube.
Oh, let's go.
We're live on YouTube, so people can watch us live. Wait, so right before you were asking me like all the questions about how I found out and all this shit, but I want to know how because you were saying you were a fan of upstate New York rap, like that style. Beforehand.
Yes, sir. Hell yeah.
How would you describe that style?
It's like, all right, so one of the things, that's what I love about, Griselda and all of those guys is that it felt like upstate New York to me, it was always like, like that 90s New York era. It almost felt like a rejuvenated version of like that shit because it's not, there were a lot of guys that I feel like from that era that kind of like phased out, but
you mean the old school, like
the old school,
sound,
the old school, yeah.
Yeah, you think upstate kind of kept it going a little bit.
Kept it going, but like in a rejuvenated way. Like it didn't sound like, to me at least, it didn't sound like just old. And that was always the style that a lot of the guys that I grew up listening to, like being here in Utica, growing up in upstate New York, that was always like the style I feel like I heard a lot of rappers I fucked with was doing.
So who were the Utica rappers that you were looking up to?
I got you. One of them I actually just put a song out with. It's called Pray For Me. My man Blaze the Rat Bully. He was one of the guys that I was listening to coming up. There were a couple groups that were popular when I was younger. Like I was just getting familiar with things. B&Me, Brick Money Entertainment, and I don't want to forget. What's the other guy's name? Another group. Damn, I forget the name off the top of my head. Stack and Mill. That was the name of the other group. They were real popular when I was growing up. I was younger, just kind of getting familiar with things.
How popping were they? Were they popping in the city like that, like doing shows that you could go
they was
see
definitely
them
lit.
And meet them and shit?
They was definitely lit in the city. I can't speak to the full extent of like the success or level they reached, only because I was younger and I wasn't all the way into it myself. But from what I heard at the time, they was the ones doing their thing.
But when you're a kid and you see someone popping, and then you can go and meet them and talk to them, it doesn't matter about the like, right? That's how you start like someone on a path,
real shit. That's what influenced me growing up. That kind of like helped me like get a taste for things. Kind of probably affected me and my style without me even realizing. You feel me? So. All of that now and what's going on in upstate New York now and the movement and say, Griselda, Drumwork, BSF, all that, like, I feel like it stems from that kind of thing we've always had going on here in upstate New York.
And how were you put onto it? You asked me how I found rap, so, like, how young were you going to these shows? Like, were you okay going to these shows? Did you have to sneak out, go to these shows? Like,
so I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't even really popping out to the shows yet. I'm from the west side of my city. I was outside since I was young. Like we from that era though, or at least I am. Like when everyone was still outside doing their thing. So I was just getting familiar with like rap and hip hop and not even just the local scene, but just in general from everything that I was seeing and experiencing, things going on in the city. My friends hearing different things. My parents, they listen to like, rock and shit like that. So I was like hearing a lot of that growing up on the radio, but I would be outside doing my thing. And that's kind of how I got familiar with the different hip hop and rap shit going on.
That's so crazy. Yeah. Jay Clips in the chat says PB Mogul is that dude. Shout out Jay Clips.
Jay Clips, appreciate that, my boy. Shout out to you.
Chair Girl says, what up? What's up with you?
What's poppin'?
I got a UTI in Utica once.
Oh shit! Damn, I gotta hear that story. That sounds like some shit. Yeah, you gotta be careful, man.
All right, so what is Utica like known for? Because I looked it up and it said Chicken Riggy, which I read as Chicky Riggy, so we were just calling them Chicky Riggies.
Food, I feel like, is one of the things we are most known for. Anytime I go other places, bro, I always miss home. I get homesick because of the food. Chicken Riggies is definitely one of our...
What is a Chicken Riggy?
All right, so have you ever had, like, vodka Riggies?
No.
Okay, it's like a light cream tomato sauce. I think they put the wine in there. But so it's like that, except Chicken Riggies has chicken in it. It's like a cream-based tomato sauce. I know it sounds simple, but you gotta have it, bro. They put the peppers and all that shit in there. But by the time they cook it for hours. The sauce, it's fire. You gotta try. I highly recommend it.
Top Chicken Riggy in Utica.
Whew. It's tough. So it's different. Things have changed over time. Right now, I might gotta go Bella Regina's. They over on the north side. Shout out to them. When I was younger, growing up, I used to like Delmonico's, although I probably, would shy away from them right now. There's a couple other places that's good though.
Damn,
I don't want to forget
beef
anyone.
With Delmonico's?
Nah, I ain't got beef with them, man, because that's actually like mutual friends kind of thing. I would never do that. They just had some things going on recently. We ain't gonna put it on blast, but yeah, they were my favorite growing up when I was a kid. A couple other places I like would be Giorgio's. We got a lot of Italian cultures prevalent in Utica.
Yeah, there's the pizza too. The upside down pizza.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Because I know you said you did eat local, right?
Eat local.
Yeah.
And upside down pizza is it's cheese then
the sauce is on top of the cheese. So we got that, and we got another. Did you try tomato pie? Do you know why you was up here?
I don't think I know what a tomato pie is.
So it's like a lot of people, from different areas, they're like, tomato pie is weird because it's cold. It's basically, so it's upside down. It's the cheese on the bottom.
Oh,
they put the sauce on top. They sprinkle a little. They sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan on top, and it's cold. I know, because most people are used to their pizza being hot. You feel me?
Well, you know what's crazy about that is I love leftover pizza.
Right.
Like, I love a leftover pizza that's cold.
You don't reheat it? Oh, okay.
But, when it's given to me cold...
Fresh like that, yeah. I know, and it's got a thick-ass layer of sauce on the top and everything. Nah, that's a fact. But, yeah, definitely food is one of the main things we're known for.
Anything else?
Like I said,
I was asking a
like I said, the Italian, culture is very big in our area. I know that, we had kind of random, but we had a mafia presence here, like in the early days. It still kind of carries on to this day. If you ever drive around the city, you'll still see like the tracks from like they used to take the trolleys around the city, all that. So there was definitely a pretty heavy mafia influence here back in the day. We got a lot of colleges and universities up here. We got Utica University, we got community colleges, Mohawk Valley, Herkimer. So I would say that's another thing we kind of known for.
Is rap the main genre of music?
That's a good question. I would be interested to know that myself. If I had to guess, I would say no, to be honest. And I could be wrong because I feel like things are kind of changing over time. It might be now, but I feel like growing up, it felt like probably more like rock and roll and shit like that. But it's been growing. I mean, hip hop as a whole has just been like evolving. Now it's the biggest genre in the world, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's been slowly evolving here as well. We're always a little bit like a step behind things coming up in here in our way. So I think nowadays it might be hip hop, but I don't know for sure.
Well, it's cool now that it doesn't really matter where you're from. You can get popping online in different ways. You know what
exactly.
I mean?
That's a fact.
Like, you were talking about those groups when you were a kid. For them to get popping, they had to be
put in some work. Especially really, being from like central upstate New York, yeah.
That's why the respect is deserved for that shit, you know
absolutely.
What I mean? But now,
absolutely.
You can be from anywhere. It doesn't really matter. Like,
yeah, the internet.
Bro, I live on the top of a mountain, as
right,
said, you know
right.
What I mean?
Nah, definitely. And you're doing your thing, bro. Shout out to you, for real.
So you said you were outside. When did you start going to shows, and when did you start making music?
So I wasn't really going to a lot of like local hip hop shows early on growing up. Like I said, I was familiar with some of what was going on. Some of the earliest shows I was going to, I kind of mentioned to you earlier, was like people I grew up listening to. I was listening to like Dipset, Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, shit like that. So I was going to like some of those shows in different areas. I'm trying to think if we had anything here in Utica. Yo, Kanye West came to Utica one time. He played at it was called the Utica Auditorium at the time. He played there. I went to that shit. That was dope.
How old were you?
I was like probably like 9th, 10th grade. 9th, 10th grade.
Kanye.
Yeah. Nah, that was dope, bro. And it was wild because not everyone was really familiar with him yet. Like he was just like about to like cut through. You feel me? It was crazy. He brought John Legend out. No one really even knew who he was at the time. Like,
That's
yeah,
wild.
nah, that ass.
Do you remember who opened?
I don't, bro. I don't. It was so long ago. I really don't
Yeah.
remember. I do remember the song. He came out to the get your hands up, get them high, and like no one was making any noise. Like,
Did you know what it was?
I knew what it was because I had his first album. Like, I was tuned in.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was crazy. That was a moment though.
That's like, do you know who the DJ Steve Aoki is?
I don't think so.
He's like a
I don't
big
think so.
EDM DJ.
Okay.
Big EDM DJ. Big
Gotcha.
like, his dad created Benihana. But he throws cake at people. He's like probably one of the highest selling DJs in the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
I saw Kendrick Lamar open up for him.
Word.
Like the week Good Kid, Mad City dropped.
That's
And
crazy. No one knew who he was, right?
No one knew who
That's how it
Kendrick
goes
was.
sometimes, yeah.
It was that same thing. I was
It's
like,
crazy.
Damn. They're asking in the chat, is this live? Yes, this is live. Shout out
Yes.
Mr. Troll. Shout out Dr. Flicks.
Shout out to everyone in the chat,
Shout
man.
out Baked
Appreciate y'all
Baker.
tuning in.
I'm smoking on some Baked Baker right now.
I'm smoking on some. What is this? It's some candy shit. You know, we got to shout out PB's Pack one time. That's my brand, PB Mogul.
Oh, that's your
PB's
pack?
Pack, yeah.
Oh,
feel
can
me?
I smell it?
Yeah, hell yeah. Do you think?
Damn.
I'm trying to think. I can't even remember which strain that is, but yeah, that's my brand.
PB Pack.
Yes, sir. Get in tune. Get in tune. I actually I performed at this shit. But you ever been to
Oh, that smells
when they was
nice. That
yeah,
smells...
good candy pack. Good candy pack.
I love a good candy.
Me
yeah.
too. Me too. Yeah, go
I'm
ahead, bro.
smoking on some gumdrops right now, which is a candy.
Okay. You remember when they was doing the did you ever go to the Plugs Meets Plugs events?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I performed that, vended a couple of those. Yeah.
That's a cool thing.
Yes,
That's
sir.
so funny that you mentioned that, because I was going to talk about that, about the Kanye opener thing, where it's like, I enjoy watching openers, and there have
Me
been
too.
some openers that have caught my attention and then blown up.
Exactly.
Like, I saw Sada
Some of my
Baby.
favorite artists are like the openers
Liter-
sometimes.
Bro, I saw Sada Baby open up for T Grizzly, who was opening up for Young Jeezy. And this was when Sada Baby, in 2016, no one knew who he was.
Right, and look at him now.
And he came out and he was like, I'm supposed to be up here. Like, I don't care if y'all don't pay attention. And he rocked it so hard.
Yep.
And then he blew up. You know
It's
what
like
I
you
mean?
can see it in those artists too. Like you like, you know what? He's gonna be something one day. Yeah, that's what some of my favorite shit. Like discovering new music and new artists that way.
Yeah. Who was the first rapper you found? You know what I mean? When you were like,
Who was that?
I found a guy. Like,
All right, so like really like felt like, you know, that was my guy. I'm gonna be honest, that was probably DMX. When I was real young, I was listening to like Mace and like all different kind of shit. Like shit, I even listened to like Bow Wow and shit like that when I was young. You feel me? Like it's
Yeah.
different era. You know what I
bro,
mean?
the first
But-
album I ever bought was Hot Nellyville.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Nelly, what was that, like 2001 or something? That was an era, bro. That was an era. But yeah, DMX, I feel like, was the first artist that, like, I was like, nah, like, this is my guy. Like, I connect with this shit. That was probably my favorite artist, yeah.
You ever seen that Young Thug clip where he's like, I never saw dogs until I started listening to DMX, and then I saw
don't think I
dogs
saw the clip.
everywhere.
Yeah, right. Nah, I felt like that. Real shit. Especially, like, yeah. I feel like I could relate to that, too. That ass. All of a sudden, everyone was a dog breeder. Right.
That's coming
Everyone's
back
fighting
now.
dogs now and shit, yeah.
French bulldogs. That was like a thing 2 years ago, bro.
Exactly.
It was like cryptocurrency and French bulldogs.
And
That's
I didn't-
how everyone was trying to get rich.
And I didn't see that Young Thug clip, but I definitely seen clips of like in interviews with DMX where like all kinds of stories with him, with his dogs and the shit he used to do. They said he used to like rob people on the street with his dog, like all kinds of shit, bro. Like have his dog stand over somebody, like shit crazy.
Yeah. We were just talking. Could you ever own a dog? Like, would you be a dog owner?
Yeah, hell yeah. I've owned dogs before. I love dogs. Yeah.
I'm a big dog
I don't got
owner.
none right now currently, but yeah, I would love to. I would love to.
We were talking about pit bulls because I was saying my girl has a pit bull, and he's like, "Is it one of the friendly ones or is it one of the like protective ones?"
I don't
You know?
believe in that, bro. I think it's all how you raise them, bro. It's all how you train the dog. Like, if you raise and train a dog shitty, it's going to be a shitty dog. If you raise it the right way, it's going to be good, bro.
I agree with that. Whenever I see a dog acting up, I never get like I blame the owner. Like I'm like, you raised that dog wrong. Like
Exactly.
if you properly
Exactly.
train a dog, it's not going to be acting crazy. no matter what that dog is.
Nah, that's a
fact. Do you disagree with that?
No.
I don't think the breed matters, bro. You know how like pits and like they get a bad name. I don't believe in that, bro. Yeah, it's all how you train the dog.
Damn. All right. So you said, when did you start making music? How old were you? So you said you saw Kanye 9th, 10th grade. Were you rapping at that point?
Barely. I mean, I was like writing a little bit. I might be like in the back of the class, like writing a little 16 or something, rapping with my friends and shit. I started rapping with one of my best friends. Shout out to BV. We had a little crew we started like when we was young, just for fun. We called it Twice as Nice. We was young. And Twice as Nice. Some young shit. Some young shit. Name. That's what I'm saying.
Twice as Nice is such a good.
Real shit.
Yeah, I can see you guys dancing,
like
doing
like crisscrossing. Exactly.
You guys were choreographing your dance moves with your rap.
Something like that. We would watch videos of other. We would watch videos of other people and we'd like make our own videos to them and shit. Word. We wasn't dancing, but we was rapping to them shits. Good. We wasn't. Yeah, I ain't never been no dancing motherfucker, but yeah.
Twice as Nice sounds like the dancing.
It does. So that was like when I kind of started just for fun, like doing it with my friends and all that, and that's how I was for a long time. I was known as like the guy that was like I would be rapping, freestyling at like parties, going crazy. Drunk, just off the top shit, and then I started taking it serious. Probably like I think my first official single was like 2020 or 2021.
Were you actually a good freestyler?
Pretty good. I'm not like it's not my like strength, but I can definitely freestyle. Like you feel me, but don't put me on the spot. Though,
okay.
But I play. I can't. I can't for sure. Like, it's a skill in itself though. I consider myself more of a writer, 100%. But yeah, I mean, sessions, you know, when we making music and all that, we do it all the time. We throw on a beat, just start rapping. Feel me?
When you record, do you punch in? Are you the type who has to record the full song?
I do a little bit of both. So I do punch in. I'd say more times than not I punch in, but certain shit is like the way I'm delivering it, I got to get it all out in one take just for it to sound how I want it to and sound right. But it's certain shit like, you know, I might not rap through the whole song. I might do the verse separately, punch in, do the chorus.
I want people to punch in.
Yeah.
I hate when people
ain't nothing wrong with it, bro.
They're like, I rap in one take.
Yeah.
And it's one take only. And then they're like 40 seconds into the song and like,
right. Yeah, exactly.
Like, you should have just punched in.
And it just depends on the song, you feel me? Like, it's a lot of shit that I did in one take, but it's a lot of shit that I haven't too. Mm-hmm. Especially, there's choruses and hooks of song that I might be doing some more melodic shit on, so I might not go straight from like a rapping verse to just straight into the hook. I might do a separate take for the hook, you feel me?
Wait, so you were freestyling at parties drunk?
Yeah, all the time. That's like motherfuckers knew me from that. Yeah, like that. I was like getting like a little bit of like a name amongst like my friends and like people I went to school with. Like,
you were at a
like
party.
They would ask me to do the shit. Like, yo, PB, start rapping. They throw on a beat.
I thought you were like the mic scratch, the record scratch, and you're like, it's my turn. You grab the mic.
Nah.
It's fucking PB.
It wasn't like that. Nah, I was always Himothy. No, but they would be like, yo, PB, you know, we want to hear you rap. They throw on beats for me and shit like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just for fun, though.
So you said 2020, 2021 is when you start. How old are you?
Really getting into it, 33.
Okay. All right. Why did you start taking it seriously?
I started taking it seriously. I always wanted to be honest. I just, whether it was like my own confidence in myself or if it was just the point in time in life I was at, I might have had some shit going on where it was hard to like pursue or take seriously. I never did, but I always wanted to. Like I was kind of talking to you about earlier, you know, when I was younger, like I said, 9th, 10th grade, I went to that Kanye shit. The next year or two, I dropped out of high school. So once I did that, you know, I had other shit going on. I always knew that I wanted to. So I kind of had to figure out life at that point. I had to get on my feet and do my thing. So once I started getting things together, started getting motion for myself, then I doubled back. I went to school for a little bit. I went to college for a couple years. Did that, finished college, and then it was like, all right, boom, now I'm at this stage of my life. I'm a little late to the game. You feel me? I would have started earlier if it was up to me. But I was like, I'm a little later in the game starting this out. It's now or never. Like, I got to either try to take it serious now or it's never going to happen. And I didn't look back since then.
What happened? What made you drop out of high school, if you mind me asking?
Yeah, nah, I was always like the class clown, getting in trouble kid, you know what I mean? I just didn't take school serious. I was skipping class, all that shit. I was doing other shit. I had shit going on at home, you know. So yeah, school wasn't at the top of my priority list at that time.
And what made you go back to college?
For my grandmother. She always I knew that I disappointed her back then when like I dropped out and shit wasn't right. So I was like, you know what? Shout out to Mima. I was like, I got to do this shit for Mima. I got to get my school shit under my belt for her.
Grandmothers are important.
Yeah.
Shout out Nana.
Hell yeah. Mima.
Yeah, Nana's my mom's mom.
Okay. Shout out to Nana. Shout out to Nana.
The videos I do with her.
I don't think I ever seen one of those, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I saw those.
So funny, bro.
Yeah, I got to check those out.
Bro, people know me just from her sometimes.
Oh, for real?
Wait, I'll pull one up.
Yeah, you got him now. You got him now.
Yeah, I'll pull one up.
I don't think I saw one of those. You ever seen one?
No.
Yeah.
That's so... You might see it and not know it was me.
Right.
It
was that long ago?
No, bro. These videos... I think Nana hit 12 million views in the past 6 months.
That's fire.
Was showing people Sam's Nana.
That's fire.
Bro, Alchemist, Harry Fraud. They didn't Harry Fraud didn't not. I love Harry Fraud. I'm not saying this. He just was like, he works with a lot of my friends. So he was oh, that's cool. And I was like, you might have seen my Nana's video. And he was like, your Nana. And it was the funniest. All right,
grandmothers are the real MVPs, man.
Here's some
Yo, I did see this. I didn't know. That's crazy. I did see this shit.
Yeah, so that's my Nana. That's my Nana.
That was gold right there. Yeah.
Yeah, because I started taking care of her.
Okay.
And she never liked the podcast. I want to hear about your family and your rap, but let me just finish this thought.
Yeah,
you know
go
what
ahead,
I mean?
bro. Yeah.
She never liked the podcast really when I started it because she was like, "What are you doing?
Right.
You're smoking weed with rappers
on the internet, on YouTube,
exactly." And so then shit started taking off, and she started getting it a little bit more. And then I just was she started asking about it. She would be like, "My friends
expressing
are asking
interest.
how Conway is."
That's crazy. Yeah.
I heard a Stove God verse, and I thought it was poetry, some shit. I was like, damn, this is a great... I was like, hey, Nana, do you want to read this?
Right.
And we read that, and that shit did 500,000 views.
Instantly, yeah.
Instantly, and then she liked the fame a little bit. She has an Instagram, it's a private one, no one knows it, but she reads all the comments.
That's funny. So that's what's up, bro. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah,
that's why I appreciate
people like that kind of content. People like that content.
Nana shit's important. That's cool to hear that your grandmother helped that shit go back.
That's why I had to do it. That's why I had to get that education. You feel me? Had to do it for her.
So how did your family feel about you rapping and shit? Have they ever
especially her, she was always my family was big on me just doing what I wanted to do, so that was never an issue, you feel me? So even though I went back to school and I finished and all that, but they didn't mind me pursuing what I loved and wanted to do. That was never an issue.
So what made you record that first song in 2020?
Like I said, so I was working towards it. The year before that, I was putting out... That was my first official single release. Before that, I was putting out a lot of freestyles, in remixes, open verses, rap challenges. Yeah. I was doing a lot of that. And in my mind, it was I'm going to start to build, I was trying to take advantage of, the internet shit. I was I'm going to try to build a little bit of a fan base doing this, putting some content out there. Once I build, my little core fan base... And that's when I started releasing my original music.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then how did the 38 Spesh song come together? We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
But that's the song that I heard, and that shit was... I mean, I've listened to your other music, but I had heard that one, and that one's dope as hell.
Appreciate that.
We were just talking about Upstate, you know what I mean?
Right.
He's another person that has put on for Upstate crazy.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. Yeah, that was dope because absolutely, shout out to Spesh. He's a legend, Upstate legend. I've been familiar with and rocking with their music since probably early 2010s type shit. That's when I was first familiar. I always, like I said, respected what he was doing, the Upstate movement. as I was doing things over time and like putting out more of my music and content, I was like connecting with certain people here and there. It was like a freestyle of mine or something that I had put out, but he showed me love on it, like, you know, left a couple fire emojis or something like that. And I messaged him, told him I appreciated him. So we just kind of like here and there, like I was just keeping that like open, you know, checking in here and there, following up. And then as I was building a little more momentum, I just hit him one day because, you know, I saw he was like doing different things, doing, you know, verses for people, all that kind of thing. He was like posting on his social media that he was doing like, you know, verses for people and all that. So I was like, you know what? I've been, you know, kind of a little bit in communication. Let me see what's up. It seems like we got a mutual respect. I hit him up, proposed the idea to him. He was with it. I sent him like the beat and, you know, I had a little hook to it. I sent it over to him and he was like, yeah, let's do it. And we made it happen, bro.
That shit's fire.
Appreciate that. That's called awesome. 20 on the Stove, PB Mogul, 38 Spesh.
Do you want to play that or do you want to play another song, a new song, one of the songs you sent me right now?
I mean, we talked about it. We can play that. That's not one of the ones I sent you, but yeah, we can play that. We talked about it.
Cool. I also, I'll tell you what, the UTI story was sent into the chat.
Word, I gotta hear this. The Utica UTI story is crazy.
Wait. The Utica
wow.
played basketball in college. Bitch, I hit at Utica. Box smelled like kitty litter with a fish buried in it.
Nah.
I was pissing radioactive.
With a fish buried in it.
Yo, he says, I was pissing radioactive upstate New York Mountain Dew 2 days later.
Bro,
is that a known thing for Utica?
Is that a known thing? I don't want that to be a known thing. Don't get me wrong, you know, it's probably a lot of them running around in any city, right? But yeah, we're not gonna put that out there that's a Utica thing. That was a solo experience that he had up here. Yeah. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong female.
Look. Whip game is official, turn a single to a triple. I cook up in the morning, but this ain't a McGriddle. Rap about money, hoes, and drugs, and I put pain in the middle. Started with Kane on the griddle.
I rock stages and venues, right?
My name by the initials and from slang instrumentals. The streets know me from the drug game.
Shout out to Bro too. I try to remember. I forget his name all the time in my head. That's crazy, but he's a beast though too.
Like a stencil, yeah. So I'm getting sick of how y'all been talking. Like I won't run inside your apartment. Time you're locking, walking double-breasted like a young Dolly Parton. I suggest you quit playing like I won't body a squadron. Get found in the garbage, bullet holes inside of your carcass.
And I'm tired cause I need mine cause I've been grinding the longest.
You trying to find out who the best and whose rhymes the hardest.
Me, I'm trying to make more ends and Ronald McDonald's is arches.
Yeah, how many grams does it take to make a meal? Yeah.
It felt like the perfect shit to throw Special on, right?
50,000 in the bank, 100,000 in the ceiling, another 20 on the stove.
Hey, y'all, no bending and no bargain. I'm a good nigga, but when it come to business, I'm cold-hearted. Back home, I'm a known target. I'm so cautious every time I visit, like the parole office. But I still move so calmly by myself, cause this thing by my belt is a whole army. When I hop out, it's 4 shorties for throwing money. The club owner know me like I promote parties, but I ain't a promoter. Duffel bag full of bricks, I got weight on my shoulders, Montega and Yola. Back in the days, I played with baking soda like a Sega controller.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. He did his thing, bro.
My accountant showed me a few ways to get over. I used to train.
He got such a distinct delivery. I fuck with it, bro.
Grams to gain some exposure.
How many grams does it take to make a meal?
We did that shit down in the city. That was in the Bronx, and that part was in Times Square.
In the bank, 100,000 in the ceiling, another 20 on the stove.
Shout out to my boy Dub Horace. Appreciate you, my guy.
Yeah, that shit was 20 on the stove, PB Mogul, 38 Spesh. Yeah, that shit was dope as hell.
Good looking, bro.
Yeah,
shout out to Spesh, yeah.
Yeah. That sound is, that's what I listen to, you know what I mean? Like, I do
it's that gritty upstate shit, bro.
But I also listen to the fun shit, too.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I do all that shit. Couple of the records I sent you, there's a fun one in
it. Which one's fun? Wait.
This some shit I just did. This is actually a collab.
Which song?
Actually, they both are. The one says Bugatti and PB.
Cool.
Yes, sir. This like more what's going on right now. You feel me?
Yeah.
Some fun shit. It's about the weather's starting to warm up. I want to do a video to this one too.
Pussy water, it remind me of the beach. She suck me up so good soon as I nut, I go to
Shout out my boy Bugatti, you heard?
Friend out to LA for the week. Watch
Shout
her
out
fucking
Bugatti.
and I bust them both
Sir.
down. No Philippe, she my little bitch. She my.
That thing go any louder? Bump it up 1 or 2. I want it too
Blow
loud.
out the mic.
Oh yeah, alright.
Pussy be wetter than the bitch before I touch it. No, she gotta give a nigga half before
Oh, okay. My fault.
with that purple shit, you know I
Gotta crush it.
Turn it out the pins cause I need privacy.
This one
public.
is-
Get up, shorty, get up, tell her bust it. Bitch, it ain't no limit when we spinning, I ain't us. Put 2 fingers in that pussy while I eat it like
We
a
switch
crush.
it up,
I'm a big steppin', always getting money, motherfucker. You say got a nigga ready to freak some, eat some. Fuck around, need a threesome for the street stump. Feet funk, can't pull up unless you giving
PB some.
I can't come in peace unless I know for sure that my peace come. Damn, that pussy water, it remind me of the
Let's go,
beach.
Bugatti.
She suck me up so good soon as I nut, I go to sleep. I took her and a friend out to LA for the week. Watch them fucking, then I bust them both down. No Philippe, she my little
Well, these
bitch.
I want it for the video. I'm thinking like pool party, cookout vibes. You feel me? Some fun
That's
shit.
like, bro, this is what they call that sexy drill.
Sexy drill. Exactly.
Sorry, girl, but I'm not sorry. Should've thought about it when we got started. Pulling up to the block party, 2 bad bitches in a dry Rari. No games, this is not Atari. Blue flame with a stock cartridge. All black at the white party. I'm a white boy with a black Barbie. And I like it when she act naughty. Long she still got class. Like thick bitches, like I'm skinny too. As
Long she still got ass.
So dance, girl, just dance, girl, and live it like it's your last. You only get one life
Had to
to
switch
live,
it up
don't
on
spend
him,
it
look.
all in the past. 'Cause I ain't trying to judge, baby. Ain't no rush,
Feel
baby.
me? Feel me? Had to switch it up on him
Switch it
quick.
up and fuck crazy.
If it's up, then it's stuck. It's just us, baby. Promise if I hit it once, I'll make you fall in love, baby.
Pussy water, it remind me
You know
of
me?
the
Some
beach.
smooth shit. It's getting nice
There's
outside.
some like R2R
And a friend out to LA for the week. Watch them fucking, then I bust them both down. No Philippe,
Like I said, I do all kinds of shit, bro. Versatility. I pride myself on being versatile with it.
When you dropping that
she
shit?
my.
I'm trying to do that this summer.
This
now
summer?
that it's like just the weather's starting to break, you feel me? I mean, not today, but it's starting to get a little warmer
Yeah, you gotta
outside.
drop that soon. So
Yeah,
so it can get
exactly.
popping
I'm just
for
waiting
the
for the
summer,
nice
yeah.
enough weather to hit.
Film the video.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't be
So
all
it's-
chill.
right,
all
right.
The bitches in their bikinis
In the
like,
pool and shit, right?
right.
Can't do it. So yeah, once it gets a little bit warm, we're gonna shoot the video, and yeah, we're gonna push that one.
Are there like lakes around here? Like, what's the water situation?
There are lakes
Pools?
around here.
Is it more pools?
What is it? Oneida Lake, right? Is it Oneida Lake? Well, that's
But
where
most
like
people
Sylvan
swim
Beach.
pools and shit?
I think so. I mean, there ain't no beaches around. That's for
Yeah,
dibs.
yeah,
Or I
yeah.
mean, there's beaches. It ain't no oceans around or nothing like that. That's what I meant to say. But yeah, it's definitely a few lakes and beaches.
Would
and
you be
shit.
scared to get into the ocean? To go swimming?
Nah,
in the
I ain't
ocean?
scared to swim. Nah, I ain't scared to swim. Why?
In
'Cause
the
well, I ain't gonna
ocean?
lie.
In
I've
the
been
ocean?
seeing this shit with these sharks and shit
That's
getting
what I'm
closer and
saying.
closer though.
Uh-huh.
And now it makes me think about it. It's
Uh-huh.
like the shit with like the plane. I'm even scared to hop on a flight right now. Like
Yeah.
the shit that's going on these days. I don't know.
Wait, I've been putting together a list of shitty questions,
Okay.
and I'm gonna ask you this: what's the stupidest purchase you've ever made?
Stupidest? A chain. A chain. Not these ones, but this chain. When I was younger, I bought this expensive ass chain. Yeah, I should have been buying other shit first.
How much was it?
I didn't have a
What-
I didn't have
what
a
it looked
I didn't
like?
have a car yet. So that's I didn't have a car yet. I was like, bro, I was like 16 or some shit, like 16, 17.
What was the
Maybe like
chain?
18. It was a big ass like cross pendant, but it was like diamond like
How much you pay for it?
it was I ain't gonna lie, it was probably like 15 racks. 15 racks.
15 racks?
Yeah.
And you
yeah.
didn't have a car?
No. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say like $5,000.
Nah, hell no, hell no,
You
hell
paid
no.
15
Nah, I had
racks with no car. Where were you living?
Yeah, I had my own crib. I had my own crib.
All right.
Like I was, that's what I was saying. When I dropped out of school, I was like doing my own thing. Like
yeah, but you should have bought a car with. You could have.
I know I should have bought a car. I know. So I had a car
car
before that, but I crashed that shit. Yeah.
Oh, and your insurance.
So,
was
yeah,
just
I was
super high?
on foot. I totaled it. I totaled it. Yeah, I
You
totaled
doing
it.
some wild shit.
Nah, just driving. I don't know. Got in an accident.
boy-
Obviously enough to get in an accident where I totaled my shit.
Bro, shout out James from Family Trappers. My boy crashed 5 cars in a row, and his monthly insurance was $1,200 a month, I think.
Which
he was like, I
That's
can't
crazy.
even drive.
That's too expensive.
$1,200
That's
a
too
month.
expensive. Yeah, that's too expensive. My shit like $200-300. Like
That's what I'm saying. He's
is
paying
crazy.
$1,200, but he was crashing his cars. He was going 90, fucking doing.
Nah, I wasn't.
Yeah,
I wasn't. I know
yeah,
Daredevil
yeah.
shit. Nah, I wasn't doing that.
Uh-huh. All right, next bad question. Which reality show would you want to be on?
Rhythm and Flow. Is that what it's called? Rhythm and Flow?
On Netflix?
Yeah, I would do that.
That's a
I would
good
do
one.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I would
know
do
what?
that.
I respect that answer right
Yeah.
there because I want to
Is
catch.
that considered like a
No, that-
reality?
Yeah, that's a good
show,
one. 'Cause
right?
I want to. The reason I wrote that is I want to
I'm
catch someone being like Bachelor,
Nah.
and I'm like, there's other. You know?
I ain't know. That'd be hilarious, but yeah, nah, I don't think I'm the Bachelor type, bro.
Bro, I was thinking about that. I was like, bro, if I was on that show, they'd be like, "Where's Sam?" Like everyone's, and I'm like, I'm just smoking outside.
right.
The whole
That would
show,
be
I'm
me
like,
and you would be out back
yeah, I'd be
smoking
like,
and shit.
I don't care about this.
Right. Yeah, nah.
I'm smoking
I
outside.
I ain't no bad Kardashian. I ain't doing none of that type
The
of shit. I
Kardashians,
ain't doing none of
yeah.
that kind of shit.
Oh, what's the whitest thing you do?
The whitest thing I do, shit. I don't know. Is it? I listen to some of that like not often, but sometimes some of the like white rock and roll shit here and there, like shit.
Cool.
Because like I said, like my parents listened to shit like that when I was young.
Like AC/DC?
So like a little bit of that when I used to play sports and shit, our coach would like put that on in the locker room. We lifting, doing shit. He'd put on some shit like that. But my parents listen to like fucking like Creed and shit like that. Like yeah. So like I don't bump like that shit, but you feel me? I
My
listen to
dad
shit like that
loves
here and there.
Kiss.
Kiss, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're legends, like right. They're legends. I mean, in their own respect. I ain't listen to
Kinda
them
like
so much,
ICP
but
though with the face paint,
right.
like-
And I don't. It's weird because I think really the only shit I like is the shit my parents listen to. Because there's a lot of other shit in that era that I don't like at all. Like I don't listen to ICP or none of that shit. Like and it's nothing wrong with it. It's
I
just
met them this
not
year.
my shit. Yeah.
ICP.
I will say I want to go to one of they was that like the shows with the Juggalos and all that shit. Like
what's that shit?
I
called?
want to
You know
go
what
to
that's
one of
called?
them shits.
What that?
It seems
Gathering
crazy.
Of the Juggalos.
Yeah, like I want to
I
go
wanna
to one of
go.
them shits. You feel me? Like they show seem lit. They show seem lit.
That was the thing. When I met them, they were super nice.
Yeah,
super
yeah.
duper nice.
Word.
And then I saw them perform. They were performing at a comedy festival I was performing at.
Right.
And to see the audience,
They
that's a
get
big
crazy.
thing. When you see a group of people love something, it makes you
Appreciate
have to
it.
enjoy it too.
Exactly.
know
You
what I
respect
mean?
it. Yeah. It's no different than like you ever travel to like other areas and like you experience like their culture and like now all of a sudden like the music hits different, like all that shit. It's like, oh, okay, now I see like why they do this or like
Yeah.
because you experience the culture. Like
That's why I started this podcast on some real shit. Is because after that's crazy, bro. You unlocked some real shit in my mind. I appreciate you.
No doubt.
You were asking me about Conway and shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
when I met Conway and he was so cool, I just liked that feeling because it made me like his music more. And I think that's probably a big reason I started the podcast. 'Cause
Yeah.
most people I interview, I like their music more after that.
No doubt. Yeah, because
Very
you connect with
rarely
them.
do I,
Yeah, you
like,
understand. Like,
I know them as a person.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like, afterwards, when I listen to your music,
it might hit a little different.
I'm gonna know who you are as a person. You know
Exactly,
what I mean?
exactly.
Like,
Yeah, not exactly. That's all part of it, bro.
yeah. And
That's-
you were talking about traveling and shit. Like you've traveled and done shows.
Yeah, hell
You
yeah.
said you're a road dog. Like you've been on the road.
Yeah,
So-
one way or another.
You know what I mean? So
Right,
you
right.
understand when you do that and you see different people from different places. You need that to build a following.
You do.
You need to meet people everywhere.
And you appreciate it more and you start to build like a foundation and expand on that. You feel me? Like, yeah. It's important, bro. You got to do it.
Whose career do you look up to the most rap-wise?
That's a good question. Shout out to Conway, the whole Griselda, West, Benny, all them, because I would definitely throw them out there. Huge inspiration because, they're from upstate New York, so that connected. That hit home a lot. When I was younger, I used to listen to Jadakiss a lot. That was one of my biggest inspirations. Like I said, DMX earlier. I fuck with Cole a lot, J. Cole. I like Kendrick. Those are some of the main guys. Fab, I was big on the New York shit when I was younger, but I listened to a little bit of everything. Okay, career. I got you.
Their lifestyle, like whose life would you want to live type shit?
No doubt.
Like Currency, like for
That's
me,
a good
I
question.
love Currency. Like,
yo, I respect that.
Life,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, see, that would probably kind of be up my alley too, because it seems like, because if I'm not mistaken, Currency is independent, right?
Yeah.
So like that seems like a super dope independent career to have, like, because we all still know and love Currency, right? Like, so 100%. The fame is there and all that shit, the recognition is there, but I feel like he kind of just gets to live his life and enjoy that shit, make dope music, fucking do all the shit he wants to do. So that's a good one. Let me think. Who that would probably be up there for me. No funny shit. Who's kind of in that realm? I'm trying to think, bro. Whose career do I? Damn, that's a great question, bro. Westside Gunn, I feel like, is up there for me. I don't know. I love he's so like culturally impactful and in tune with shit, and like I feel like he really does the shit he loves, and he's capitalizing on doing the shit that he loves as far as whatever the fashion, like, I see him all over the world doing shit, like traveling, like I would put him up there.
He's also just having fun. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like
that. I've seen Frank.
I fuck with that.
I'm not
wrestling, like all that shit.
Don't say names. But we've been in a room with a huge rapper of the same level, and how depressed were they? Yeah. What was the first thing they said to me when they came up to me? How I'm sad, Sam. I'm sad.
Yeah, that's sad, bro.
I've been in the studio with another rapper who might be even bigger.
Right.
And I'm not gonna say names. I'm not that type of person. But screaming about like suicidal shit, really sad shit where people like I look up to, and it's sad.
Yeah.
But seeing someone like Gunn, it's like, oh, he did live his life. He did live his life, and that's why he's happy. Like,
that's what I strive to do.
All the time,
say even like a damn, bro, what's bro's name? He does like the cooking shit, fucking
Action
white
Bronson.
rap, Action Bronson. Yeah, I fuck with him a lot. Like I like shit like that. Like he does the cooking shit, like all that. That's dope to me. Like people that just do what they love and got a passion for, and they able to like pursue and capitalize off of that shit.
You said I sent you that video of us driving off the off road. Bro, we're gonna be.
You guys were getting crazy.
Be happy. We're gonna be happy no matter
exactly,
what. Like,
exactly.
I don't get why people are some.
I was watching that video. Like, yo, they look like they having a good time. Like they enjoying the trip out here. Yeah.
What are you a nerd about? Are you a nerd about anything? Like, what brings you happiness other than music?
I was about to say probably hip hop. I know that might seem like the easy, obvious answer, but I'm probably like the most like of a nerd of hip hop. Like, because I try to be a student of the game, you feel me? So I go back, I listen to stuff, I'm inspired by different shit, older shit, to now, like, I try to be a student of the game. What else? Oh, yeah, shit, I told you I went to school. Shit, this is nerdy as fuck. When I went to school for computer science. So that's like some nerdy shit, right?
Did you do coding and shit?
I could at the time.
Only class I ever failed.
I could at the time.
Science.
But don't get me wrong, that shit was tough. So like I was in like class with like, like all the like whatever nerdy kids, whatever, all that shit. It was funny though, they always looked at me as like, oh shit, like you like we didn't expect you to be doing this shit or whatever. But nah, like I said, I was doing that for my grandmother. I had to do it.
Who's the last like new artist that you found that you're listening to? Also, are you an Apple Music or a Spotify
good question.
person?
I always was a Spotify person, but I've been rocking with Apple Music more recently.
I'm Apple Music.
Yeah, I've been rocking with Apple Music now. What was the question you asked before that?
The best new artist you found.
Best new artist I found. Damn, good ass questions. I don't know if it's the newest.
Bucked Up.
Yeah, right. I don't know if it's the newest artist that I found, but just off the top, like newest, they not new, but newest artist that like I like and shit like that is probably Corday. And you know, he's not like new, but you feel me? Like I
fine.
fuck with Corday though.
He's cool. I do like Corday. All right, what song should we play next? Pray for Me or the one with Cleat?
Play Pray for Me.
Fine.
This next song is PB Mogul featuring Blaze the Rat Bowley and Steel Frame. Pray for Me. All platforms, music video, all that.
This is out now?
Yeah. This just came out probably like 3 weeks ago. Video too.
I've been up so many nights, you see the tears in my eyes. Had to learn to fight fears from the years that I cried. But I know that I'm the one can't fight the feeling inside. I just pray to God at night that he keeps me alive. Pray to God, you see me driving on the block, show me love. Don't be lying on the internet and throwing out subs. How can you hate me when I was the one who was showing you love? It be the ones closest to you that be holding a grudge. I've been shitted on and laughed at, ridiculed and backstabbed. Went through half my life wondering where my dad at. Pain I feel inside's got me sick to my stomach, but I can't hold it in, so I think I might vomit. I'm just praying that you hear me out, cause my faith is strong, God, but I've been waiting long, stressed on to wear me out. Suicidal thoughts, I still struggle in secrecy. All I ever wanted was someone to believe in me.
I need somebody to pray for me. These demons be haunting me faithfully. To ease up my mind, at times I contemplate.
Shout out Steel Frame, you heard?
I need somebody to pray for me.
Even though I'm strong, can you pray for me? I'm just trying to find a way for me. I'm just waiting for blue skies, cause lately they've been great for me. Need a rider that'll stay for me. Like 100% you win through thick and thin. High or low dividends, the realest friend. Cause niggas switch up like schizophrenia. What got into you? You my brother, I'm defending you. Grew up a criminal, and life was a cinema. The beginning was lit, but it's rocky now. Used to being dominant, being confident, cocky now. This money not from off the block when I'm shopping now. I'm being better for my kids, that's my timing now. I lost my pops, I was frowning now. I pick my chin up, got my wins up. Fucking with PB and JC, we waist deep. And Lord knows I was a sinner. I was just trying to get money for me and Brody dinner. Now I'm a winner.
I need somebody to pray for me.
This song
These
is like a
demons be
catchy
haunting me
song.
faithfully.
Right, yeah. It's got the, you know, the melodic hook and all that. You feel me?
At times I contemplated suicide.
Appreciate that.
I fuck with
I
this.
need somebody
bro.
to pray for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to switch it up. I would say like, so was 20 on the Stove the first song of mine that you heard?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was.
Nah, and that's good. That's a lot of people's entry point. So I would say the core of my music is like kind of like stuff like that, like more like real life relatable kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got different pockets and do, you know, of course I always do the street shit, and I do like, you know, some turn up shit. I try to do it all, bro.
And that's what
Cuz I love all different kinds of music, bro.
I used to be. Did you feel this? All right. Did you feel this coming up in music that you felt like you had to stick to one thing because of, like?
I always like heard that, and I have heard that even like, you know, sometimes like you trying to carve out a lane, you know what I mean? So that way you can keep growing on that shit. And I understand that, but like I said, it's just such an extension of me. Like music really is art for me. So like I'm a layered person, you feel me? So that's why I do all different kinds of music, is because it's an extension of who I am, you feel me?
Yeah. Like when I think especially when I started the podcast, I felt like I only could show the like underground side of me that I listened to. But I love listening to all types of music, and the more I want to explore and put people on to, like, you can enjoy different types of music. You don't have to just be like a fucking,
you're right,
you know what I mean, a stickler on one thing.
Sometimes it does seem like that. It's almost like the hip hop purist kind of thing. Like sometimes it's like, it seems like they don't want to like step outside of like that box, you feel me? And I still consider myself like a hip hop purist, but I just like, I do different shit, you feel me?
Yeah, like Gunn said his favorite rapper of all time is Dolph.
That's dope.
Like,
That's dope.
Dolph's one of
I
my
love
favorite
Dolph.
rappers
Yeah,
of all
right.
time.
I
Like,
love
rest
Dolph.
in peace, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And there's
that's
probably like hip hop heads, quote unquote,
Don't
that
be
would
like,
probably be like, that ain't this or
I
that,
never
or like,
listened to Young
you feel me?
Dolph,
Like, so
yeah.
you know, music is subjective though. You feel me?
Music is subjective. What artists do you listen to that people would be surprised that you listen to?
Lil Yachty. I like Lil Yachty. I be bumping Lil Yachty
like
once
that
in a while.
rock album he did? Did you listen?
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't listen to a lot of Lil Yachty, but I like Lil. You feel me? Like, I got certain songs of his I be playing. I don't know if I heard the rock album.
That
I
was
probably
cool. He put out like a rock-ish, like an alternative rock.
You was
album.
fucking with it?
I did fuck with it.
No doubt, no doubt.
There's this dude, Yves Tumor, whatever, who is a really great indie rock artist, and he helped produce the whole thing. So it's like,
right.
It's just it's a cool album.
Nah, that's what's up. I might gotta check that out because I don't think I heard that. I was gonna say I might have heard like a song he did like that, but I don't think I heard a whole album.
I be fucking with Lil Yachty. Yeah.
Yeah, he got I like Yachty got a little wave, man. I fuck with Yachty.
Yeah. Who would you do a song with? Like, who would you want to do a song with? More, let's say, not like that level. You know what I mean? Like more.
It's kind of someone that I want to shout out that I think I'm gonna work with, so I'm gonna step outside of that. Someone I want to work with that maybe ain't like. All right, let me think. You be coming with the good questions, bro. Welcome to Bucked Up Podcast for real. Who's an artist? Yo, I would love to do a song with Stove God Cooks. I would love to do a song with Stove God.
He's from up here.
Yeah. He's from Syracuse. Yeah. I would love to do a song with Stove God.
Music beforehand,
like before he kind of was bubbling up and on and shit. Kinda. It's there's an engineer that I work with that I'm pretty sure I believe like engineered I think it was like kind of that first it's called Reasonable Drought, I believe. I think the engineer that did that is someone that I'm like a mutual friend of, and that was when I first got familiar with him because he put me on. So that was around the time that I first heard him.
Go by Aaron Cooks.
Yeah.
Master Rhymes, and he would rap about like psychedelics and shit. And I used to love like Ab-Soul, all that like.
Word, I don't think I ever heard that shit. Yeah.
You ever do psychedelics or anything?
I never did, bro. Mushrooms, I always like said that if I did anything, it would have been shrooms, but I never did, bro.
I'm a big shroom guy. You need a lighter?
Yeah, good looking.
I'm a big shroom guy. Yeah. That's my like weed and shrooms. You know what I mean?
I gotta do like a microdose or something.
You gotta do a microdose when you're like gonna be out in like nature for. Have you ever done it?
Yeah.
I feel like first time you have to be outside.
Yeah.
First time you just gotta understand the connection.
Like
to,
it's like
nature,
the vibrations and
I
shit,
mean?
right?
Yeah. The more you can do it, you can go watch movies.
I always hear good things. Actually, no funny shit. Yo, I got a funny story. I had a friend one time that he had a bad trip, and we were all. It was like a few friends of mine and shit. We was all in the crib. This dude said he was going to take a shower. He went, to go shower and all that shit. He was in the shower for like an hour and a half. We started to like get a little concerned, like, oh shit, what the fuck's going on? And all of a sudden, like
after an hour and a half,
yeah, right. Like we're like playing
45 minutes.
I was the only one, mind you, I was the only one who wasn't. Know what I mean? Everyone else. So I was like, yo, what's going on? So we went and we like knocked at the door and shit. And he was like yelling shit like that or whatever. So what had happened is he thought that he was like in the corner. He thought that every like drop of water that was coming out the shower head was all spiders like coming out the shower head, like crawling all over him and shit. Yeah. So I was like, damn, I can't have no experience like that. Like
I had a friend have an experience like that off weed. We were in the McDonald's drive-thru, and this was right when it was like one of the first times he had
hallucinating off a bud is crazy,
bro. Let me tell you, we smoked a joint. He's fucking 18, 19 years old. He's an adult. Not an adult, but like it's not like we're 12 years old.
Right.
We're 19. We're smoking a joint,
yeah.
and then we go
Y'all
to
been smoking by this point.
We've been smoking, and then we go to McDonald's. We order the food. And we ordered the food, and then we're in line. It's a long-ass line.
Right.
And he's like, they know we're high, man. They know we're high. They know we're high, and they're going to call
the paranoia started to kick in.
And I'm like, bro, everybody in this line right now is high. That's how they make their money. And he starts slamming his head against the headrest. Like,
damn.
We need to go. We need to fucking go. They're going to I'm like,
what did you guys do?
It was just me and him.
Oh, okay.
Literally, I was like, bro. I literally pulled over.
Said you're good.
I pulled over. I went in. I got the food, and I was like, bro, you can't do that again. Like, don't ever be doing that.
Yeah,
shit
that's
again.
that paranoia.
You don't want to be like a dick to someone in that moment.
Nah, I know.
don't ever do that.
I had a friend like that he used to get like super paranoid and shit. Like,
don't be smoking weed.
Right. Yeah, it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. It's like the opposite for me. Like, I feel like some people, it increases like their anxiety and shit. For me, it like calms me the fuck down. So.
Yeah, the only time I ever did acid, right as I was peaking, a kid tried to rob me.
What? I gotta hear this story. Like, what
just
the fuck?
Random kid. My friends were in a store and they had done it before, and I hadn't, and I was starting to get like, you know what I mean, freaked out. So I went outside,
right,
and I walked down this alley to like.
Oh shit!
And this kid was like, "Come help me down here." Come help me down here.
Damn.
And I'm like, get away. I start screaming, get away from me and run.
Man.
I'm like, I'm never doing
acid booked you,
again. Yeah. He didn't rob. I think he was so surprised that I started screaming. Like, I'm a big dude, just like screaming like a little bitch. Like, I'm tripping on acid though, you know what I mean? Like,
nah, that's funny. That's
and
funny.
they all be doing mushrooms now. Like, they be rapping. Benny be rapping about doing mushrooms, so I don't feel bad about saying that. But when I first went around them, I would be the only one talking about shrooms. I don't want to say it's because of me that they all.
I was about to say it's funny that's what makes it like okay to talk about. He said, "Yo, Benny said it's high, so it's cool. It's cool. Now I can talk about doing this."
I talked about DMT with him, and he left the podcast.
Right. That's funny. Yo,
but now they're all good with psychedelics. I feel like I kind of started that movement.
Right. That's crazy.
You got to do mushrooms and let me know.
Mushrooms.
You got to do them and let me know. Mr. Troll says this is a good podcast. He likes
it's a good podcast.
Yeah,
good.
Mr. Troll
we appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Mr. Troll.
We just over here talking our shit, man.
Let's play this last song that you sent in.
What's the last one?
The one with Cleet.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Cleet. Rochester. This Rochester collab.
Shout out Rochester.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Upstate shit.
Thanks for having us in Utica, for real.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. Yep, appreciate you.
This beat's already cold.
Hard, right? It's back to that gritty upstate
shit. Try and get these 12 skinnies across the map. Never been racist, my diamond's white, even though I'm black. Junkie did a dose, almost gave her a heart attack. But it's cool because she love it. Let's don't have a caller back. Get it out the mud, I'm yet to see some shit from rap. Said he hustle, what you selling the money? Cause where it's at? I get caught, they try to put felonies on me if I don't rap. But I don't got no time to chat, just call my lawyer, take a seat, and I'll be back. It still look good as fuck as soon as I bust it open, it smell good. I think I can weigh with my eyes better than the scale could. Put it straight together, send it to you. Off the runway, I go to church, repent for them overdoses on Sunday. If I ain't do it, someone else that did it. The fuck I look like sitting around, let someone take my business. Must be fucking fried. Roll a blunt of that pressure, it put me in the sky. LTOD, hit it with the can like bitches, you alive? I seen this shit at a young age. I wasn't sheltered, if anything was to help her. I see my brother breaking down grams, like what you do with that? He said if you touch this, then bitch you gone, it ain't no moving back. I'm out of here. I guess where the fuck I been, nigga? You know,
shout out to Cleet. Shout out to Rochester.
You know what I'm saying? You know, all type of shit. Try to catch a lick. Every time the phone ring, it never miss. Try to get these 12 skinnies across the map. Never been racist, my diamond's white, even though I'm black. Junkie did a dose, almost gave her a heart attack. But it's cool because she love it. Let's don't have a caller back. Get it out the mud, I'm yet to see some shit from rap. Said he hustle, what you selling the money? Cause where it's at? I get caught, they try to put felonies on me if I don't rap. But I don't got no time to chat, just call my lawyer, take a seat, and I'll be back, nigga.
It's PB if I don't eat, I get rid of the beef. All these so-called rap cats just admitting defeat. My phone long go black, if he thinking it's sweet. It's the second time he's short, I just gritted my teeth. By next week he'll be a corpse, I'll be still in the street. It's the elite, I told Cleet just to give me a beat. And watch the murder rate rise like we in Middle East. I'm trying to buy some timeshares, my trap look like Times Square. Me and the plug go way back, like LeBron's hair and Don's hair. Cartagena, Vito Corleone. My trap started with a beeper and a corded phone. Cut from a different cloth, last of a dying breed. Made man, the mafia ain't dead.
Upstate Connection.
315-585. Try and get these 12 skinnies across the map. Never been racist, my diamonds white, you know I'm black.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. That's that. Told you, back to that gritty shit. Back to that gritty shit.
Get out the mud, I'm yet to see some shit from rap.
It's just what we do, you feel me?
Cause where it's at, I get caught, they tryna put felonies on me.
Big upstate shit. Big UT shit.
Take a seat, and I'll be back, nigga.
Good looking, my boy.
Shout out Baked Baker, the official butt of Bucked Up, said he'll send you some shroomy capsules if you want.
Oh, shit. Hey, I'll take them. Fuck it. I'll try it. I'll see what's going on.
If you want the official butt of Bucked Up, hit up baked_.
Appreciate
BAK.
that.
I do want to try some of your strain.
Salute. I got you. I got you. I'm going to send you a little, little parting gift.
The PB, what is it called?
PB's pack.
PB's pack. Yeah,
Frank
and I will roll that shit up. Yeah.
You already know. One more time. You
Yeah,
heard?
PB's pack. Let me hold that up.
I mean? Holla at your boy.
To end
Only
this,
gas.
To end this, other than food, what should Frank and I do in Utica after this?
Shit, it depends on what y'all into. What's today? Sunday. It's not a good day to like go out or nothing like that. So if you get some food, shit, I mean, you could go catch a movie or some shit. We got the like out. Go get you a chopped cheese from the deli.
What day is it? You can go see a movie.
Yeah, right. Catch you a little.
What is there to
catch
do
you a
in
little
your city?
Sunday matinee.
Bro, you can do that in literally any city in America, in the world.
Nah, you're right. You're right. I'm trying to think, bro. Like, I mean, go down to Varick Street. That's a strip of bars that we got. That some of them like have had there's been a lot of different establishments there over the years and shit. But you should go down there. It's a strip of bars. You can get food. You can get drinks. All that shit. You'll have a good time. You'll have a good time.
Cool thing. Like, I like cool things to look at.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
what would you say? Munson Williams. It's an art institute.
Yeah, it's a museum. It's an art museum.
Yeah.
Okay, Munson Williams.
Yeah. Shout out to Munson Williams.
Shout out Munson Williams.
Yeah.
I just be like the drive.
Y'all gotta put me on shit.
Even though we took the wrong turns,
yeah,
it was a beautiful drive, bro. We literally drove back roads almost the whole way here because of that shit.
Nah, yeah, upstate's, you know what I mean?
Mad pretty.
Yeah. Nah,
What's
definitely
the worst city in upstate New York?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Who's got like the
Who doesn't have
the worst crime? Like it's the same shit. I feel like everywhere, bro. It's like a hood everywhere. Like it's shit going on everywhere. Like crimes going on everywhere. It's not even just upstate New York. It's everywhere, bro.
You guys don't have beef with the city?
Nah.
Because I feel like Buffalo.
I don't think so.
They don't like go. No one in Buffalo ever goes to Rochester.
I heard you say that in one of your podcasts before. I heard you say that before. Yeah. I didn't even know that was a thing. I don't think we got beef with nobody.
You should start beef with somebody. Like
nah. I ain't even.
Where's Ithaca?
That's hilarious.
Where's Ithaca?
Start beef. Nah, they got talent out there.
How far is that?
Nah, we ain't out here beefing.
How far is that from here?
What is that, like 45 minutes, an hour away?
We start Ithaca versus Utica.
Nah, that's crazy.
Shout
out to Ithaca. Shout out to Ithaca.
Bucked Up is a supporter of Utica.
Shout out to Ithaca.
Go die in a hole.
That's crazy. Shout out to Ithaca. I fuck with Ithaca.
They got
some talent.
Cool.
These think some rap beef would be cool. Yeah. Not for no reason though.
Who's the biggest rapper in Ithaca?
Yo, see, I don't know. So
you said there's talent there.
I forget which places they're from, but I know at least from the area, there's two that I rock with that I can think of off the top of my head. One is Anthony Cannon, and the other is MBK Richie. So shout out to them. Fire. They like from that area. They dope. They dope as hell. But yeah, Utica? I don't know who's other. I mentioned like who else is dope.
Yeah, like who are you fucking with?
Yeah, I fuck with like I said, Blaze. I fuck with Steel Frame. He was on the song. Shout out to my man Doob. I got a song with him coming out soon. Who else, man? My son, No Cap Uno. I fuck with him. We got the song Bachata out on all platforms. Yeah, I fuck with everybody though. Everybody. Dollars, I fuck with Dollars. He doing his thing. It's a lot of people, bro. It's a lot of people. Like,
that's dope.
Yeah.
And is it a good community?
Yeah, like Utica, like the music community.
Yeah, the music community.
Nah, it's dope. It's dope. I feel like we're on like the come up too. Like I said, like upstates, like in general, been like kind of like gearing up, like on the come up. So yeah, we on the come up. We doing our thing. Everybody fuck with each other.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Do you have a last song you want me to play before we wrap this shit up?
Yeah, I got one last joint I want you to play. It's kind of the song that like, it's actually like a freestyle type shit. It's not a freestyle like off the top of my head, but it's a remix. And it's called Pain. PB Mogul Pain Freestyle. You can YouTube, whatever, all that shit.
Fire.
That's kind of like one of the biggest songs that I feel like I got right now that a lot of people are familiar with.
This top one right here?
Yeah, in the car.
Fire.
Yep.
And where can people find all your stuff before we wrap up?
Pretty much all platforms, all, streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, music videos and all that on YouTube. I got some stuff on SoundCloud. Pretty much everywhere you can find music at.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you too, bro. Definitely. Love, man.
Let's listen to this. This is the Pain Freestyle.
Yes, sir. If you a PB Mogul fan, you already know what the fuck going on.
My third funeral this month got me stuck in a trance. Got me smoking back to back, now I'm fucking with Zans. Got the call, I couldn't believe a couple slugs in my man. Now I'm crying, barely breathing with his blood on my hands. It was all good just a week ago, we was running our bands. In the studio sipping Clico and cutting up grams. Asked myself why I wasn't there when you was stuck in that jam. Now I'm stuck here all alone, I just don't understand. Lost so many of my friends, I want some fucking revenge. Got me sliding on the ops block and clutching a can. Heart froze, smallest pain, I know the love's pretend. I've been lied to so many times, I'll never trust them again. I got some brothers I ain't seen since they been stuck in the pen. Got a mother I ain't seen since summer of 2010. I got a father I ain't meet till they put him under the land. I got an ex who chose to leave me for one of my mans. Got some people I grew up with don't want to see me prevail. Show me love to my face behind the scene, wish I fail. I can tell the love is fake, I'm used to keeping it real. So when the energy is off, then I believe when I fail. Don't gotta see it, I can feel it like I'm reading in braille. Just cause you say it, I don't believe that you've been meaning me well. I ain't perfect, did some things that could lead to a sale. I just pray the Lord forgives me cause I needed to hell. Cause the closest ones to me is who hurt me the most. I can see through a phony like they turn to a ghost. I've been forced to find my way and I've been learning to cope. Now the stories of my pain turn me into the GOAT.
Fire.
Good looking. Yeah, appreciate you. Like I said, real life shit, you feel me?
Yeah, Pain Freestyle, PB Mogul.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for doing this. This was dope as hell.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, fellas.
Peace, everyone. Oh, yes, thank you for watching this. Do you want? Thank you.
Yeah.
No problem.
I appreciate that. Thank you to Frank. I want to shout out everyone in the room.
Yeah.
All right.
Appreciate you,
bro. Do
bro.
you want to shout out anything before we go?
Shout out Slouchy Studios on Instagram and X.
Yes, sir.
Slouchy Studios. Shout out FGZ in the room. Hopefully we don't hit as much traffic on the way back.